Alright, is this working finally? Alright. We do got a bit of time before the next conference starts, so I'm just gonna spend a little bit of time to make sure that everything works so it can criticize the crap out of everything, so please bear with me until the conference starts and we will begin shortly. Alright, so with the conference that of EA, or not EA, Square Enix, I believe the next one, actually let me check what the next one is, just give me 1 second here to figure out what it was. Yep, Ubisoft. Ubisoft is the next one. Ubisoft I am kind of skeptical about, but we will see how well their trailers go and how well they can appease their investors. Because that's kind of what E3 is about. It's about the investors and piquing investors interested in their companies. In the end. Alright, chicken, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How's it going? Which is what I would be saying if anyone was actually watching right now, but it will be starting shortly. If my time zone correction is, if my time zone is correct. Just gonna double check here. Now we're gonna be on, if we have to wait for another hour, we're gonna be waiting another hour playing another game of Hearts of Iron while we wait. Because why the heck not? But in the meantime, while we wait, I do kind of want to ask, I do wonder what, Ubisoft is actually waiting for. Like, what are they going to be releasing, I wonder. I mean, Ubisoft is notoriously bad for their bad business practices. Like, they are anti-consumer as hell, but that won't stop them from hopefully making a good game or two before shooting themselves in the foot again. But we'll see. We'll see where that leads us to. Yeah. EA likes to shoot themselves in the foot. As something Ubisoft seems to like to do like a lot. But if I am correct, it should be starting here very shortly. Yeah, let me just double check here. Making sure I'm not making myself look dumb. Okay, yeah, I am a little bit dumb. It's not till another hour. But until then, I'm gonna play a little bit of Hearts of Iron, because why the heck not?
Hey guys, it's Jeff Keighley, and we're coming at you from downtown Los Angeles. We are just steps away from E3, the biggest gaming show in the world, and we're going to be right here for the next 8 hours, day 2,
okay, so there's
non-stop
right
coverage of the biggest announcements from the show, the PlayStation press conference, the Ubisoft press conference. Now, yesterday, we talked to the folks behind Call of Duty, Anthem, Soul Calibur, and Kingdom Hearts, and today we've got Just Cause, Rage, Assassin's Creed, Tomb Raider, Destiny, and Death Stranding, of course, Hideo Kojima live on set. We'll have the full press conferences, exclusive guests, brand new demos, let's plays from the biggest streamer in the world, Ninja. He'll be here at this computer playing with Marshmallow in Fortnite and so much more. What are we waiting for? Let's get right to it. I'm Jeff Keighley, and this is YouTube Live at E3, and it starts right now.
Boo. Looks like it's a bad idea.
Hello, everybody, once again, and welcome to
I don't think we're not. It's not going to start for another hour, so while we wait, let's start a game of Hearts of Iron, because why the heck not? And we will play Hearts of Iron for a little while until we start the EA conference. Alright, there we go. We should be all good now for streaming Hearts of Iron. And unlike most people, I'm gonna go play Columbia and go that way. Because why the heck not? So yeah, we're gonna do this while we wait. While we wait for the next EA conference to start in a little less than an hour. Alright, so while we're playing Columbia, we're gonna start by producing some industry here. My first run through of playing Columbia, it did not go too well, simply for the fact that I kind of lacked, well, for two reasons. One, I did forget to train my, I did forget to keep researching industry, which is kind of important when you're on a small nation. So yeah, not great. The second problem is I tried to stay democratic, which I thought wouldn't be a problem, but it turns out it would be a problem, because you can, as a democratic nation, you can't declare war on nations that have generated world tension, which is not great. But my first plan here is to probably go fascist and then take over Venezuela. What I want to do is go for a revive Bolivar's legacy, and to revive Bolivar's legacy, you need Venezuela, Ecuador, northern half of Peru. Although I will probably take these two. I will probably take these two provinces, and then puppet the rest of Peru. But I also need, I also need the Panama Canal. But once I revive Bolivar's legacy, I gain cores on all of these provinces, plus that, and plus that province there, the one that's owned by the British, plus that island there that's owned by the Danish, or not the Danish, the Netherlands, owned by the Netherlands. That's it. So first thing we're going to do is go for the fascist demagogue. I really need to get some iron, but I don't really want to spend the iron right now to get the weapons, because it's not, I'll be honest, it's not that necessary, but it is kind of nice to have a little bit of iron so I don't get bogged down. This improv expert is great for makeshift bridges, because it allows you to basically add a 40% attack and a negative 50% penalty for crossing rivers, which is huge. I mean, it only lasts for 7 days, and once that 7 days is gone, it's But in the meantime, while that's going, it's great. I am gonna start immediately going for training my infantry, and then go for limited conscription so I can start training some more troops on the go, because that will be important. Well, I get my fascist demagogue and get all that. I could keep going down the democratic route, which is to go that way and then interventional focus and volunteer and then foreign expeditionary, but Colombia does not have that much in the terms of manpower, and you will quickly see that once you rebuild your infantry. So in order for me to go collective ethos, I need to be either fascist, communist, or non-aligned. I am currently none of those because I am currently democratic. So I will need to fix that. First thing I need to do is, or second thing I need to do with the focus tree is get another armament factory so I can get the armament factory for that. Everything else past that is just a bonus until I start getting actual equipment, which, let's be honest, equipment is going to be kind of tough once I start actually building up my infantry squad lines. Because look at these lines, it's just absolutely atrocious. Just to get fill the rest of those slots with infantry alone is going to be 30 what is it? 30 military army experience. And then what I want to do is just keep that engineering company, get a field hospital and a scouting party, which will be kind of tough, but I think we can do it. Absolutely. We can do it. But that will take time, absolutely. So what I'm going to do, so my troops can prepare when they get out of training, is I'm just going to build a line right there. Does look a little bit odd, but whatever. Just going to make this a little bit fancy, a little bit more fancy, because why the heck not? And then I'm gonna open up actually no, I'm not gonna open up political discourse yet, because that's kind of a waste of political power at the moment. Because once I get that, I am gonna go for switch economic focuses to free trade. Because what free trade will do is it will give me 5% extra factory output, 5% extra dockyard output, 5% extra construction speed, and 5% extra research speed, which is a lot better than what I was getting with the export focus. The only downside is resource to the market plus 80%, but I'm not too bothered by that because I don't really have that much to export anyways. Do I want? No, I'm not going to go for anti-fascist or anti-communist rates. Not going to go for that. Should go, although, I mean, I should go for political discourse fairly soon because I need to save 100 political power to get a a referendum, so I can switch to becoming fascist. All right. Now that I actually need iron, I'm gonna use one of my one of my factories to get metal from the U.S. That's done, which means we can get the extra research speed, which is great. Get construction effort too, because you can never get too many construction factories. Oh, you can, but not for Colombia. Colombia is actually quite far behind when it comes to getting factories, as you can kind of see. And then even like with this, I still got gaps. I got a gap right there, and then I also got a gap right there, so I kind of need to train some extra infantry to fill those gaps. Another thing I am also going to do after that is get some motorized, but I can't exactly get motorized at the moment. And now that we're only 0.140 years ahead of time, I can start getting the concentrated infantry too, or not infantry, industry. and now I can afford to get another thing. I'm gonna get partial mobilization. Partial mobilization, which is great because it allows me to get 10% off my consumer goods, which is better than what I was getting with the civilian market. I got no penalty to construction speed for either military or civilian, and I get better military and civilian factory conversion speed, which is great. Now that that's done, let's go for infrastructure, because the infrastructure in Colombia is absolutely terrible. Just atrocious. Alright, we're roughly 25%, or 24, but 25% done getting to become fascist. That's the word I'm looking for, fascist. Now that I got that researched, let's start researching the mechanical computing so I can get better research speed, which will be good in the long run. I only got 171,000 manpower, but that's gonna be more than enough to fill what the queue for this, for what I need it for. And then once that's done, I'm gonna go for small arms company, which will increase my my military weapon research speed by just 10%. I mean, it's not much, but it's a whole lot better than nothing. So I'm gonna do that. Actually, should I do that? No, not that one. That? Yes. Let's do that. Because once I do that, I can absolutely get the popular figurehead, which will increase my stability by 15%, which is great. I'm going to get construction effort 3, which will give me two extra civilian factories to work with. I mean, I'm kind of getting lackluster for civilian factories, but I kind of need more military factories so that I can use. Got a third military factory, and I do need aluminum. Not sure for what. Oh, I need it for support equipment. Whatever. Support equipment is just fine. And now, while we wait, what's my? I'm at 29% fascist deployment, which is pretty good. Let's open up a political discourse, and then we can see how far. Because see, I need 100%, or I need 100 political points to get the held national referendum, but I also need 50% fascist support to become a fascist Colombia. And once I become fascist, I can start justifying on Venezuela and capture Venezuela, provided the U.S. does not intervene, because if the U.S. intervenes, that will not be good for me. Alright, the Union joins the U.S., Colombia gains U.S. influence. Darn it. Whatever. It's what that does, it basically increases the democratic influence. But that's a-okay, because I am slowly going fascist. Due to other parties, that's a 0.03% change because of the U.S. influence. Let's get the infrastructure effort 2 to get better infrastructure. Let's set the point down at Bogota, so I can start reinforcing my line a little bit better. I still need another infantry section to get going on that. I only need one because I figured that's all I'm really gonna need, but we'll soon find out, because I found that the AI likes to leave these spots open, particularly these two, if they have enough infantry that they can take that. They can leave some infantry in that province, which they'll probably leave at the last, and then they'll gather some infantry in this area. But that'll be enough for me to exploit these two areas between the river. When these infantry guys get towards the mountains and then past the river, I can definitely use my special ability for the constructing bridge, which will be great. Same thing with here. I can absolutely use that ability there. It will be necessary to get across this river though, because as soon as the AI, I don't know if the AI will have enough troops in the end to actually cover all this line. Once I finish crossing that river, they'll have to be pushed back to the mountains, and then that'll allow me to get straight into the straight towards their capital. I don't know if they actually have any more victory points other than that, which means when I capture the capital, I will immediately have them. Alright, let's continue the time. Once I get 150 political power, I'm going to get the increased stability, and then I could definitely get the backroom stabber after I become fascist, because ideological drift against the US, great. The only thing I'm afraid of as playing in South America, literally the only thing I'm afraid of, is if I start justifying on Venezuela and then I actually attack Venezuela, the US has an option to intervene, and then if I reject it, they go to war with me. That's not the greatest. It actually quite sucks a lot. So one thing I am going to do, starting now, is I'm actually going to start increasing my relations with the US. Alright, I got 4 factories on equipment. I got my I got research going on infantry equipment, which will be really good. Alright, now that I got that, let's get the popular figurehead, which stability, it does affect factory output. So the higher my stability, the better my factory output. If I don't have a good stability, I have worse output. Alright, let's get a extra research slot so I can start researching more things more quickly. And I almost, if I am correct, yeah, they are training. Once I get another nice thing about being fascist is, once I do become fascist, is I can increase my law to become extensive conscription. Because right now I got limited, but there's also extensive conscription, which allows me to get 5% extra recruitable population, but it gives me 10% extra training time, but that's a-okay. Because I'm hoping, actually, given my experience from Hearts of Iron, because I should know this by now, because another thing I kind of wanted to do was join Britain in their factions, so the US won't get exactly angry at me. Is that I can just join the Allies, and the US won't become angry at me and attack me for attacking Venezuela, Ecuador, and Peru with the Panama Canal, because that will definitely set the US off. For sure. We still got 40 minutes till the E3 conference starts. I'm just gonna see if there's actually anything important. Yeah, no. They got Mini Lad, Jordan, Captain Sparkles, and some other guy at the E3 conference on air. But other than that, nothing really particularly special. Alright, I got 185,000 manpower. Infantry equipment is better. Let's start upgrading my troops with the new weapons, and then I can start getting the support weapons 1, which will be great. It'll be great for supporting infantry. I am at 40% fascist, 10% to go until I can become fascist, and then I can start what's the word I'm looking for? Justifying on Venezuela. And the reason why I am actually justifying on Venezuela first instead of like Ecuador or Peru or the Panama is because Venezuela, compared to my other neighbors, they actually have a lot of oil, which I can absolutely use for trading. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of trading power with other nations, but whatever. There's more than Britain, right? I would hope so. Because right now, I only get limited exports, export to Britain with my oil, which is not great, but better than nothing. Alright, let's start construction speed with that one. And now let's go with armament effort 2 so we can get the, let's go with, armament effort 2 so I can get extra, military factories for production. More military factories are great. That's my last civilian factory. I can build an extra one, but I'm gonna build 2 more military factories because I predict I'm gonna need some more of those civilian factories. Because once I invade Venezuela, I will get some more military factories, which will be good for me. How close am I to becoming fascist? 43%. I'll be fine. Let's get the Prince of... Should I get Prince of Terror or Backroom Stabber? Let's get Prince of Terror. Because why the heck not? Once I finish getting daily fascism support, well, I can start once I get, because I got that modifier with the US for 0.03 daily change permanently from the US influence, but that's alright. I got enough time to prepare. Alright, should I? No. What I'm gonna do next is start going for computing machine, which will be 203 days, but that'll absolutely be worth it because I get extra research speed, which is great. Actually, I'm gonna dump that point into support equipment instead. Let's get armament effort 3 so we can get that last military factory, so we can start producing that, and then we can let's get some more steel from the US. And looks like, yeah, our entire front line is now secured, which means I can now start saving my army experience for increasing how big my infantry squads are, my infantry sections. I do want a 20 with infantry divisions minimum, but that'll be kind of difficult. I do kind of want some artillery in there too. Which means, actually, well, I'm thinking about actually a good idea, because what I'm only doing is just building infantry equipment. So what I am going to do, so I can start building up a little bit some efficiency, is start producing some artillery. And then once I start, I could start building some motorized, because motorized is actually quite quick. But I mean, I could neglect. I mean, motorized is kind of negligible, but I think it'll still be worth it in the end. All right, let's get. Should I? I think. Yeah, I'll get industrial support. All right, that's done. Should we get public opposes rearmament? Fine. Why did I push on pause on that one? Alright, now that that's done, let's go for army effort. And then we can regain that 4th factory back on infantry equipment. Had I been smart enough, I probably would have waited on that one. But I really want to complete Bolivar's legacy. Because that'll give me a course on basically all of North South Africa, which will be great because that's actually quite a bit of cores. Alright, so we are at 1938 at the very start. Let's get this. Support weapons 2 so I can better my infantry. So, and then what that'll do is, once the army effort is done, and then my, hopefully, grand battle plan will be done. And then once grand battle plan is done, I can start moving to prepared defensive, which shall have a bonus technology behind it because, army effort, that's how it works. Early mobilization. I really want to go back to partial mobilization because I'm missing out on a few civilian factories for my building, but whatever. I do have better infrastructure, though. I will say that. But do I? Yeah, I do have better infrastructure. It's on the southern end, which is where that guy is. But it only covers that one particular trooper. I think. I could be wrong. Let's go for equipment effort. Decision available, better working conditions. Alright, that's done. Let's get another towed artillery going. So we got 2 factories on towed artillery. Alright, we got enough military army experience to actually rebuild my infantry sections back to 20 width, roughly 20 width, and then add a military. No, not that yet. I will add make them all 20 width though, roughly 20 width, give or take. I could and then after that I could absolutely add an artillery if I want, but that'll be even more infantry army experience that I just don't have at the moment. I do have 50%, so let's go hold a national referendum. Fascist demand a referendum, and now I am fascist Colombia. Let's start justifying a war goal against Venezuela. Venezuela already knows I'm mobilizing against them. What a surprise, surprise. But what they don't know is I am actually modernizing my army as we speak. And then, so once we get the, I get 3 more army experience, hopefully, before we start the war. Alright, there we go, support equipment. Once we can do that, I am hoping I can get the reconnaissance bonus, because getting a reconnaissance bonus will be big. Holy crap, they got 4 infantry divisions right there. Let's step on getting my infantry divisions up a little bit more. Alright, let's get some decryption. Alright, World War II has officially kicked off. Alright, that's done. Alright, let's get some equipment effort 2. That's done. What decisions now available? Institute censorship, no thanks. Democratic rates, no thanks. Alright, no template for my artillery. That's okay, because I'll need them later once I increase my divisions with the artillery, which will be great for me. And now E3 is only a half hour late. I am keeping my eye on that clock just so I have time. Alright. Looking back at the E3 conference, not much is happening. They're just still chatting about whatever. Alright, grand battle plan. That's done. And now I can go for prepared defenses. And now that that's done, now that I have enough army experience, I can edit that, get some support artillery, and done. So now my infantry have some artillery with them, which will be better, which will be more than what I think Venezuela have. I don't think they'll have any sort of artillery, which will be great for us. And as you see, we have a surplus of artillery already because we started that early. Alright. Get that guy into the line. And now we can start getting a war economy, which will be great. And now what war economy will do is give me some extra consumer factories to go. Can I build any more military factories? No, I cannot. So after that is done, I am going to build some more infrastructure. Build some infrastructure there. Build some infrastructure there. That's done. Nope. Posturing. But borders, because of course they're posturing. Oh, they did decide to puff up their defenses right there. I didn't think they would. Whatever. They did, and we will deal with it. And we do have absolutely have the resources to deal with it. What I will absolutely also do is hire a new commander, promote him, and then make him a general, and put my general right there. And then go for offensive doctrine. That's what I want. Offensive doctrine for that new general. I now have a new military factory. That's done. Pause the game for a second so I can see what else I want to do. Let's go for collective ethos. Alright, infantry equipment. Great. That's done. Let's get some new weapons going. Some new weapons are great. Once I get my collective ethos done, I can go down the national focus line, get the militarism line, which will give me 5% extra recruitable population and 2% recruitable population, which is great. And then I can increase my my conscription factor to extensive conscription, which will give me a huge bonus. It's almost 1939. Do I want anything else? Yes, let's get the improved interwar artillery for me. They're still training. How long till my war goal is justified? January 3rd, October, November, January. Okay, so a few months left. I can still keep going at this rate. Alright, let's go for encryption. That's done. Let's go for... Should I? Not yet. Not till I get... not till I start going down the fascist line. Otherwise, I think it will be kind of a waste of time. Alright, let's get some extra organization so when my troops get start fighting, they will have extra organization. Let's hope that it'll be enough for my troops to get going. Although I may need to go with extensive conscription a little earlier, because, you know, manpower's looking a little bit scary. I don't want it to go too low. But at the rate I'm building infantry and the size of my infantry, I don't think that'll be much of an option as is. Alright, let's get the infantry equipment too. And then start... I don't know. Should we go down with next? Should I? Yes, let's do that. Let's start getting down my all that next. What am I missing? I am missing infantry equipment? I'm not missing infantry equipment. I'm producing it right there. I'm producing right there. There you go. Now you're thinking. Alright, let's get the improved artillery going. Missing equipment, still infantry equipment. That's all good. I'm still producing it. Alright, national focus, go. Should I? Yeah, I think I need a little bit of aluminum for that. Just a factory worth, though. Just for how much infantry equipment I am actually currently producing. But I think I'm gonna need more than that. Once that advanced improved artillery and encryption, or is it encryption or decryption? I don't know. Or let me check. It's easy to find out. That's encryption. Once that encryption is done, I can start going for the reconnaissance improvement, which will be great. My main concern right now, though, is getting down the national focus line. Shut up. I'm not low on. I'm not missing equipment of support equipment. I got that covered. The game's just stupid. Let's start improving relations with the U.S. again, so we're going better. Alright, now that's good, all good. Got all that sorted out. Alright, missing equipment? Yeah, no. Not miss. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm missing infantry. Whoops! I did stupid. Alright, let's stop training my troops. Alright, now that's completed. Yeah, as I said, should I? Yes. Well, I mean, getting that extra stuff is good, so I'll go for that. And available war goal, declare war, yes. So hope the US does not get involved. Hope the US does not get involved with that. This is exactly what I was afraid of and why I hate playing as South America. The fact that they are able to do this sucks. I do have an idea though. I know I don't have enough time to do it because it took me, I don't know how long, like 30 minutes to get this far. But I want to check something here. There is something I do want to check here. So give you one moment here to check. We will check it together. My theory, because I have an idea, right? Because in the Kaiserreich mod, I do not believe I get that same problem because the US is not protecting all of the Americas. I wish... I don't know a way to get around that problem. I mean, other than /annex all that stuff that I need to get to revive Bolivar's dream. But in Kaiserreich, I mean, there's two things about Kaiserreich right now that I'm actually kind of interested in. The first being that the U.S. is not guaranteeing the independence of all the countries in North and South America. Because that's just kind of stupid, ridiculous, and I don't know a way to get around that to get Bolivar's dream, I think it was called. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't know if I get that same decision in Kaiserreich. We'll find out here very shortly, because I don't know. Can I? No, I do not. Darn it. That's disappointing. That sucks. But I do get an interesting focus tree. Let's see if it's in here, because I don't know. One nation. Reclaim our legacy. Yeah, I get all those claims, but at the same time, Western Indies Federation. Well, that'll be easy to get rid of, as well as the Netherlands. I guess, I don't know. Are they? Actually, are the Netherlands part of the? No, they are not. So that should be fine. But it looks like, I mean, it should be fine. I mean, I could go with diplomatic and then go with Ecuador. Get an alliance, close ties with Ecuador, invest in Ecuador. And then I could also go with reclaim our legacy, mobilize for wars of unification, strike Ecuador, strike Venezuela. Yeah, I mean that is absolutely a longer route to go. Worth it? I don't know. But how do I get one? Oh, I have to wait till 1938 to get that far, as well as the election of 1938. Economic restructuring gives me 100 economic. What plus 100% political power? Yeah, let's get that. Alright, and then let's start going with the industry. And I'll get started on this, but I don't think, I know I won't have enough time to get to where I was before I started the Kaiserreich mod. So, after the E3 conference, I will absolutely continue this this game after the E3 conference, which will be which I hope will be good enough.
Seguro que sí.
All right. You got some troops under my command. Do I have any generals? Yes, I have one general. Alright, let's put them on the border of Venezuela? That's a long mountain range that I can't pass. And that's a river. Which means that's the only place I can go. The borders, that's the one thing that's kind of interesting, but at the same time annoying as Kaiserreich. The borders are drawn very much differently, which is both great and annoying at the same time. But I'll have to kind of live with it until then. Alright, we got 15 minutes, roughly. Yeah, 15 minutes till the E3 conference starts. Anything interesting? No, not right now. So we will return to E3 in about 15 minutes, give or take. Until then, we're going to continue occupying the time with Hearts of Iron. Edward crowned King of Britain. Let's start training these guys. But then we're actually going to do right now is change their divisions. Not you. Gonna keep you. But I'll definitely make the symbol. Can I make them a little bit more fancy dancy by putting that there? Alright. I know I'm quite low on resources. What's my troop template at? Okay, so it's already better than it was before in the vanilla game. I'm currently doing a lot better than the vanilla game, but that's not very much of a surprise, really. Let's be honest. Alright, well, we're on it. Let's build a defensive line right here. I am still kind of democratic, kind of, not really. No, not democratic at all. New economy, and I can go for railroad expansion, but to wait till 1938 to do some most of the stuff I really want to do. Let's go for limited conscription. No, not limited conscription yet. Let's wait till I can get the partial mobilization. I could go for the free trade right now. Let's do that. That'll increase my factory output, which is always nice. The only downside to the Kaiserreich mod is I don't get the same bonuses as having direct factory construction, I don't think. I do get better factory output. Or, no, I get some of it, I guess. Yeah, I get some at the end. Some happy bonuses at the end. And I also get an economic reform, which gives me a nice little research boost. Or economic or research slot. So I can start researching 4 things at once. So I could start going down the economic route for a little bit. Could get some naval, economic powers, electronics, and then rocketry. Meh. I would only get that. Could get the railroad expansion, but that's about it. Not gonna place that down quite yet, not till the other guy is done. Should I? Not really, because I don't really have the civilian factories to justify doing that myself. Not at the moment, anyways. I mean, if I had more civilian factories, that'd be okay, but I don't. Alright, let's get the concentrated infantry going. I don't have enough troops to cover my border at all. Alright, economic protection. Yeah, let's go with the coffee boom. Because factory output plus 2%, that's pretty good. Pretty good for my stuff. I do want 20 extra army experience so I can start getting those two, the reconnaissance and the what should we call it? Nope, I don't want to do that. I need the support artillery and recon company, which will be great. Now, I think now would be a good time to go for limited conscription, or should I wait till I get partial mobilization? Let's get machine tools. I don't know. I know not what to do at this point. That's pretty good, but not really what I need right now. Got free trade, which is pretty decent. I think I'll wait for partial mobilization to do that stuff. But to do that, I need 150 political or 200 political power, which is more than I currently have in one. But that won't be a long wait at all whatsoever. Alright, we got 10 minutes till the EA conference. Coffee boom. Boom. Poland elects new king. Great. Let's go for coffee exports. Everyone knows Colombia is well known for its coffee. Yeah. I wouldn't know because I'm not a fancy I'm not a coffee consumer myself, but I know people who are. Pretty much everyone else in Canada drinks Tim Hortons. I drink Tim Hortons hot chocolate, so pretty much I also drink Tim Hortons, but in a different way. In a way that's also socially acceptable, I guess. I don't know. I think it's socially acceptable. Everyone else is free to disagree. Alright. And now we can get the partial mobilization. Great. And that down my consumer goods factory from 35 to 25, which is a 10% increase of, or decrease of consumer good factories required to use, which means I get more consumer good factories? By the end of it, I will have 6, 8, minus 1 for weapons and stuff. Whatever. Oh, they're both trained up. Great. Alright, let's put them both right there.
Seguro que sí.
And put them in there. Done that. I mean, none of these countries are going to be a real problem for me, per se. Alright, that's done. Can we do that? No, not yet. What we can do is get the better weapons upgrade and start producing the infantry equipment 1. Instead of using the Great War infantry equipment, I can start using updated infantry equipment, which is great for me. Sorry about that. I suppose we do need both of those. What it takes to start justifying a war. I need 75% world tension, which will definitely take a little while to do until the commune of France and Britain start declaring war on Germany, but that's a little ways away. And Germany will of course lose because Germany sucks at defending against the commune, and they too will become a commune. I don't want to become a commune, although it could be beneficial, but that's not in my interest at the moment. I will definitely get the railroad expansion though, because better infrastructure is definitely a good plus. Yeah, my structures suck. My basic infrastructure sucks. It really is pretty bad. Alright, that's almost done. Let's start getting the concentrated infantry and the I'm gonna start going with the trench warfare. Get that in. My borders are almost completely covered with troops. I just got 2 small spots that I have to cover. Yep, just those two mountain passes. No, just 2. I thought that was going to be a separate thing, but no. It's just these 2 mountain passes there that I have to worry about. But other than that, we should be fine. Alright, elections in Italy. That's so good. Doesn't affect me one bit. can't stage a coup there. But whatever. Yeah, can't do that. I can't really do anything to Venezuela or any of the other South American countries until I can get this done in. Crusade against syndicalism? No. State of emergency? Yes, please. I will definitely go for a state of emergency if I can
Seguro que sí.
possibly get it. I don't know how, but apparently it's doable. Alright, what's next on the list of things to do? Ports and airports? Yeah, let's go for economic protectionism. Yeah, still don't need that. Low manpower. Yeah, I should definitely go for limited conscription at this point. Although, yeah, at war 50%. Yeah, no, not with Venezuela. I ain't gonna get that far. Not with Venezuela. The best I can hope for is limited conscription. We got, never mind that, we got 2 minutes till E3, so with that, let's quit out the game and start preparing for the E3 conference, which will be happening in a few, 1 minute? Yeah.
Good, yeah. A new IP completely blow people out of the water.
Right, yeah, it's 2 o'clock. They should be beginning at any moment.
So good, you know. No, and that's the thing is, you know, I always like Watch Dogs. That's been, you know, been a couple years since they've done a Watch Dogs. Battle Royale Watch Dogs. That's it. Battle Royale everything. Like Ubisoft is a company that I feel like they have to have something Battle Royale. They have to, at least one thing or something. It's like they're a big enough publisher that's going to be required. All right, well. It looks like we're getting ready to go to the Ubisoft press conference. Yves Guillemot, the CEO,
we made it just in time so we can criticize the
a lot of the developers
Ubisoft
from the games
people
will be coming by
and
to
laugh
share
at them and
their
make fun
thoughts
of them
and
for how
extended looks
dumb
at
they
these
are.
titles. So we've got a big day, and then leading up to the PlayStation press conference tonight, that's going to be happening as well. So take a look here, Ubisoft Live.
All right, there we go, Ubisoft Live. You can't hear her. She's literally yelling into the microphone.
Thank you for joining us here in the theater and
now we can hear them. Perfect.
At home. We cannot wait to show you what we have today, and I can promise you it's more interesting than a keychain. Oh.
More interesting keychain. What the heck do they mean by that?
I don't know, up in the balcony, are you
that
guys
makes
ready?
no sense.
Yes.
Down in the main
Whatever.
floor, are you guys ready?
Let's go, players. All
Let
right,
the
everybody
criticism
at home, are you
begin, and
Yes,
I can
yes,
already
we're just gonna assume that
criticize
they're
her
ready.
haircut. Frickin' heck.
Well, if you're ready for the biggest biggest
Big
show
show.
in gaming.
Do they even know?
let's
Some
start
of them
the
know where
show.
Let's
they're.
do it!
Some of the audience knows where they're talking from. They're up in that stage there, but everyone was watching the screen. I suppose that makes sense, I guess. Everyone's watching the screen to show where the 2 hosts were. Colors, wheels, helmets, swords, explosions, Ubisoft. Yes. Yes! Yes! Yes, let's see how bad Ubisoft will mess up Command and Conquer. The heck is that? Oh, is that the panda? A marching band panda. What? What the heck is even going on? I mean they are quite shiny. What? What's even the point of this? Yeah, we know that there's a person behind you. There's multiple people behind you. Now it's a full marching band in someone's back alley. I'm surprised they didn't get a noise complaint. Jeez. Those colors are just It's not even jazz. That's just marching band music. And that's a belly what's a belly dancer doing there? What? Yes, skin. Right. No, it's not actually skin, it's just that fishnet type of material that's covering her skin, but she doesn't have any of that stuff. What is even going on? Ubisoft, what have you done? Seriously, Ubisoft, what the heck is this? I expect more from you than this. What the... What? Okay, so they were out in the lobby, I guess? Is that how it works? Or is that just a cutaway? They just filmed it in an alleyway and then they just cut the cameras to the panda. I really don't know how that worked. I'm more confused than anything at this point. I'm not excited, I'm not hyped. I'm just kind of disappointed. I'm confused. And I know it's supposed to be the big lead up to Ubisoft, but that's just disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Ugh. Are they trying to, like, rap dance? Break dance? Like, what style are you even going for? Oh, it's a promotion for Just Dance. Oh, now I get it. I just realized there was a screen behind there that said Just Dance 2019. As if that's supposed to be a promotion for that game, which is a stupid promotion. Okay, that's pretty cool. And those dance moves that those guys can do are actually pretty cool, awesome. Don't get me wrong. The dance moves are pretty awesome. But in a marching band? I mean, none of those costumes are actually... none of them complement each other. They're just colors everywhere. It's like you took a bunch of Skittles and barfed them right out to make a shirt. The only people who are consistent with their colors is the marching band. How much money do I have to pay to get my own marching band? I don't even know. Oh, more song. Supposedly when that panda flipping leaves, we'll actually get the announcer who's actually announcing the games of Ubisoft, I think. I hope. Yep, there we go. Yep, there's the announcer. Nope. I saw him on the right side of the stage. Nope. We are cutting back to the screen, looks like. Wow. That sucked. And what the heck is this? Just play the $1 million question of guess that game. Not Halo. Then again, that's not Bungie or Microsoft, so it's definitely not Halo. Command and Conquer?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is
Has something to do with
dead
pigs.
in my sick bay. After eating your miraculous space chili. Any thoughts?
Well,
Yeah, that's definitely
I
a
have no
pig.
idea what you mean. Our
Where's that
food
boar?
is healthy. Invigorating.
Captain to crew. Dead monkey in the crow's nest. I repeat, monkey down. Else space chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige. Bet we could use your space chili to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
Okay, there's a monkey.
Engineering to officers, we are dead.
This looks like an Overwatch kind of thing. I don't know.
Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard.
It's a snowstorm.
Massive. Wait, get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Yeah, she's not gonna make it back, is she? I'd be shocked if she actually made it back from that flight. That wing is on fire somehow, as it gently grazes the rocks, the snow rocks. Hey, look, it's an asteroid belt, I guess.
Gods protect us.
What is that? Leviathan? Alright, there's a ninja there, and next to her 2 bodyguards. For some reason. I'm still confused in the plot. I get a rough plot of what they're trying to go for, but... Okay, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I don't actually remember much of the first Good and Evil.
Thank you.
I'd definitely be on the evil side, I'll tell you that much.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Gabrielle Schrager, narrative director.
And I'm Guillaume Brunier, senior producer.
We are so happy to be back this year to share our progress on our
Look, it's
space
that
opera,
woman again.
Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game full of wonder, emotion, danger, and high-stakes drama. Last year, you all saw the enigmatic green-eyed Captain Bikini leading the legendary crew of the Gada on a quest
that is
to
definitely
discover the
titled.
location and the mystery behind a deep space artifact known as Moksha.
Moksha? Really?
Bikini has since gone missing. Shani is now captain of the Gada, and she's leading a crew into the deep, unexplored
Does he have a
space
ponytail?
beyond System 3.
I know,
When they come
he has a
face
man
to face
bun.
with
He
their
totally
nemesis.
has a man bun. He is a
Fans
total
will recognize
hipster.
a ferocious
That
young
guy has a
Jade.
man bun. That guy has a man bun. Yes.
And Paige is back.
Why do you have a
as
man
the
bun on
incorrigible
stage
chief
in
cook
front of
the Gada.
everyone? That's not...
We've got 2 other officers.
You're-
Uma,
that guy's a
the
total
holistic
hipster.
Chief medic.
Then again, they're probably
and
both
Callum,
hipsters
our
or something
chief
like that.
engineer. And
Close
all
to,
of
at
these
least.
legendary characters will be playing a major role in our prequel.
So I guess I
Today,
shouldn't find it a surprise
we're proud
they are the
to represent our
announcers.
growing production team in Montpellier, Barcelona, Bordeaux, and Sofia. Thanks, everyone, for making it happen.
That's a monkey skull, I think. I don't know what kind of skull that is. I'm just guessing
Thank
it's
you
a
for
monkey
them.
or something.
Thank you. Thank you for them.
Jackal?
In BGE2,
That's the
you are
full
space
cast of the
pirate
game
captain in a
on
distant
concept
galaxy.
art. Unless they
near
come out
the
with
end
a
of the
DLC,
24th
which they
century.
most likely will.
At
In
this
which
year's
case,
E3, we will be
it's
showcasing
just as good as a new
a new
game at that
behind closed
point.
doors demo offering a first look
I hate when
at our
companies
major
release
location,
DLCs
the
that
sacred city of
restrict
Ganesha.
characters.
Now, let's take a look
I mean,
at
cosmetics
our
is
first
one thing.
pre-alpha
Cosmetics
gameplay
is.
footage.
I have nothing against cosmetic DLC. That's fun. But our problem is when you actually withhold content deliberately from people.
Ganesha is a metropolis filled with sacred temples, beautiful gardens, and bustling shops. But it's also a darker underworld, rife with dirty bars and dangerous back alleys.
Oh, that's pre-alpha.
Our game is an action-adventure RPG that you can play
So
alone
chances
or
are it
with
won't
your
look
friends in co-op.
like this, and
From the intimate
it won't
interior
look
of a
nearly
hidden
as
temple
polished as
to the
it
very
is
edge
right
of the
now.
galaxy,
Because
fight
that's
on
just
the
the way
ground and in
actually
space
EA
at
or not
massively
EA,
different
Ubisoft
scales.
operates is they just
and all of this
sometimes they'll release they'll have a really good
What you will be
release
seeing at
and
E3
then
this
they
year
just
is
won't
only a
update because
very
they think it's
small
good
part of a
enough
much
unless something
larger open universe
catastrophic
we are
goes
creating.
on.
A universe we are also building with
But
our
that's
fans.
that's just
Yeah,
Ubisoft that neglects their games after I don't know, like 1 year.
With Beyond Good and Evil 2, we want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before
And that kind of
through
concerns
the
me quite a
Space
bit,
Monkey
actually.
program.
It does
We want
actually
our
concern me
fans
a
and people
lot
all
that
over the world to really be a part of creating the game. So today,
if it does have
we
a
are
good
issuing
launch,
an
chances
open
are it
invitation
won't do very well.
for people all over the world to contribute their ideas, music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And there is literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves, from giant frescoes to murals, street art, music, radio content, and much more.
Whole spiel they got
to do this, on there. We have partnered with a company at the forefront of community collaboration, Hit Record. And here, to tell us more, is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
You're right here, so can I pay for a space on that city? Can I buy that space for my YouTube channel?
I love this theater.
Or is that just a placeholder for their art and their promotions and their games and expansions that they're going to eventually promote on that game?
For those of you who don't know, Hit Record is this thing that I've been making for a long, long time. It's really dear to me. And it's a place where people all over the world work together on short films or music or art, all kinds of projects. This is the first time we're making stuff that's going to go into a video game. So it's a little bit different than other like creative
He does not look excited to be there at all.
That you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it isn't just to post and promote stuff that you've made on your own. The point is to collaborate. So, like when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making the songs together.
But that's how you make
goes for the visual
money,
assets
Ubisoft.
that we'll be creating. So
by competing with each other.
A musician, an illustrator.
Obviously, a lesson that you have never taken well to.
Or if you're just someone who really cares about Beyond Good and Evil and that world, and you love it and you want to be a part of it, there's going to be ways for you to contribute. Our first creative challenges are live. As of like now, someone's at my office pushing the button, like very nervous. You guys are doing great. And yeah, so come to our site, check out the Beyond Good and Evil 2 page at hitrecord.org, and that's it. Go do that shit. Thanks.
I feel sorry for the guy at the office who has to push that button. Because he knows that if anything goes wrong, he's the one that's going to get fired for it.
Hit Record's approach to community collaboration is inspiring, and we're incredibly happy to be working with Joseph and his team. And we really can't wait to see what the community creates, so let's do it.
Me too.
We will be showcasing some of this content at our very first dedicated community event, the BGE Fest, which will take place in Montpellier this fall. Thanks, everyone. Have a great E3.
Thank you!
Ooh. Look at me, I'm a professional. Look at me, I have an expensive camera. What's this game?
What's up, everyone? My name is Justin
Division?
Kruger, community developer on Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh.
And I'm here today to talk
that
about
explains that. Rainbow
our
Six
community
Siege.
that inspires us and drives us every single day.
Ubisoft Montreal.
The Siege team back in Montreal has actually been so inspired by seeing all of the millions of people playing our game every single day.
You guys have the
Over the
loosest
past 2.5
terms
years.
for
We've actually
inspiration.
absolutely loved seeing our community
I
grow,
can't really
and I'm
take you
excited
seriously
to announce
when you
today
say inspiration
that the Rainbow
and
Six
don't
Siege
even
community
mean it.
is now 35 million
I think there's a difference
players.
between original content and an inspiration to create a content. And I don't think it's the second one.
Yes. Thank you.
I mean that's
I wish
perfectly
I could
fine.
hug every single one of you. But
At least
I don't know if
admit
my
it,
arms are
so I
big
know
enough to
that
hug
you're
every single one of
serious
you.
about it.
That would take a long time as well. As you can see, as the community grows, so does the game. And as you can see behind me, Team Rainbow has recruited the Italian GIS operators, Maestro and Alibi. Actually, this image represents 10 seasons, 40 operators, and 19 maps that is all free in-game. And if you want to get to know all of these guys a little bit better, you can play Operation Parabellum, which is playable right now.
DLC.
And if you want to see them in action at the top of their game, tune into the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, kicking off on June 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The world's biggest esport teams will be competing for 6 months of intense Rainbow Six action. And that's just one of the many ways to enjoy competitions for Rainbow Six. The sixth major is just around the corner and will be hosted in Paris this August. Our Pro League finals will then take us to Brazil in November. Yeah, Brazil. And then the sixth invitational will once again be the pinnacle of Rainbow Six, taking place in Montreal in February 2019. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even played Rainbow Six Siege in the first place.
Whether you're a player or just a fan of esports, there really is no better time to get into Rainbow Six esports. And with the growth of the game, the community, and the esports teams, we wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of our most influential players. Today, I'm excited to unveil a sneak peek at an upcoming documentary that is focused on a few familiar faces who took their love for Siege to the next level.
Love for Siege?
Without further ado, here's the first look at
Love for
another
Siege.
mindset.
I was thinking that two lovers were actually playing Rainbow Six Siege with each other. And now I'm like, oh, well, that's actually interesting for once.
That is like the greatest injury to ever happen to me, only because it brought Siege to me.
Oh.
I've been doing this for what? Since year one, season one, right? And I failed.
Yes,
failed,
this is looking so promising so far, with an internet, with a personality behind the controls, representing your game.
Recebi sorriso, uma lágrima, uma emoção, riso de umas pessoas que eu nunca vi na minha vida, que eram torcedores da BD.
Acho que você tem que realmente botar toda a sua emoção dentro do jogo.
Yes, we get it. Tragedy and recovery, and now he's in another. And now he's in another mindset. Ooh. Hey, look, it's Pengu, professional player. Yes. What's this? He just must look cool. All he's managing to do is just look like a douchebag. I mean, you look like that character from Far Cry 5 that does those devil stunt jumps for mini games. And I doubt you're that guy that does those things. Yep. And that's how you know you're fat. Come on, you didn't fall down that hard. You're not fooling anyone.
Trials is all about crashing with style and getting up again. Hello! I'm Antti Ilvassuo, Creative Director of Trials and also Prime Minister of Finland. Now I'm pleased to announce that Trials is back and it's bigger than ever.
Okay. So this is obviously motorsport. Is this trials? This is definitely trials, isn't it? Yeah, definitely trials. Am I surprised? Not really. Is it a good game? Absolutely, to do with your friends. On your own, not so much. I mean, it is possible, but it's not nearly as fun. And hit by wrecking ball. And barrels. And sign. And explosions. And post sign. How many times of practice did it take for you to nail those pieces down? Yeah. Probably took you a lot of practice. He's doing that eagle wing again because that's the kind of guy he is that does that. And yeah, I still don't care.
Sorry about that. Trials Rising takes you around the world to iconic locations. You never ride alone and competition is everywhere. But competition is nothing without the players, and our community has always been pillar of Trials.
I'm already sick and tired of this guy.
In Trials Rising, we work with our players more than ever.
I just wanted to shut up.
To explain more, let me introduce Brad Hill, also known as Professor Fat Shady.
Professor Fat Shady? Fat Shady. Oh. Well, they definitely got the fat part right.
You made a mess. Well, thank you, Auntie, and hello, everyone.
He also drove a flipping motorcycle into the arena.
OTHD
he could have done just as much and not had to drive a motorcycle around.
It's challenging, but so rewarding when you overcome something difficult. But I soon realized that a number of players struggled with the harder levels. So in 2013, I created the University of Trials, a YouTube channel dedicated to mastering Trials writing. Now, before I go on, Ubisoft star players, I want you guys to make some big noise right now.
I personally don't know anybody else except for you, sir, who actually takes the time of their lives to master that game.
But when Redlinks began work on Trials Rising, they approached me to design and create all of the tutorial content within the game. It has been an amazing experience for me, but I wasn't the only one involved.
I just don't think anybody cares enough to do that.
Oh, that was
Jack from Rooster Teeth.
Have been involved in the development of this game for the last 2 years.
I don't know who any of these other guys are.
Whether they were track builders, streamers, or speedrunners, each brought something special to help shape this game. Now, if you want to get involved, register online at trialsgame.com for a closed beta happening later this year.
Okay, what if I don't want to register? What if I don't care? Can I just, is there an ignore button somewhere?
Hey! What? We're not going to put a big coming soon up here. I think people are going to want to know the release date.
Yes. Yeah. You're right.
Someone's excited, I guess.
Trials Rising will release on February 2019 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and the first time ever also Nintendo Switch.
So it's on all platforms. He was just ready to leave and not leave the audience hanging because he knows that it's probably going to be pretty bad. And just pretty much the exact same thing as the original Trials.
And getting up again. Let's get out.
Let's go.
Thank Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening.
Alright. Trials rising. Yes. He's doing that guy's. Finish line. Yep. Everything you expect from Trials. This is literally everything, anybody who cares about Trials, it's literally everything you've already come to expect. It looks like. Literally everything you've come to expect. Is it surprising? No. New content, I want new content. Absolutely. But that's not... I would not go as far to say that Trials game was new content.
Is Julian Garrity, and I'm the creative director on Tom Clancy's The Division 2.
Okay. Tell us more, sir.
On Black Friday, a strain of the smallpox virus was released on dollar bills in New York City. The infection and chaos spread across the nation. 7 months later, the virus has mostly burnt itself out, but America is tearing itself apart.
You guys are playing
is at
before?
The heart of this battle.
I doubt it.
Constant threat from dangerous factions, civilians are trying to rebuild. In their survival lies the seed for the rebirth of society.
Anarchy, basically, right? Am I right? Anarchy. At least it's an interesting story. Well, an interesting beginning story. How the story is told in the game, that's entirely different. I hope... I honestly really do hope, for the sake of this game, that they did learn from their mistake from the Division, like their first Division game. I really hope they learned their mistake from that when they released it for the first time. Because that was just a freaking disaster and nobody liked it because it was just way too short. The only thing that was worthwhile was going to the Dark Zone, and people that were in groups were just dominating it because they had superior armor and guns than everyone else. Apparently that was the problem. I really, really hope that they fix that with more content at the start of release, and then... I mean, it took them how long to actually have a decent game of The Division? I desperately hope they actually learned from their mistake the first time, and actually started creating something like a decent storyline for people to give them an excuse to buy stuff with. That's just mean.
Shh, baby, it's okay. It's okay.
No gunshot? I guess they decided to let that guy live. I guess. Either that, or they're gonna do what other players do and just taunt him, torture him, ask him questions, and then make him a meme before they shoot him. And then next thing you know, they hear the child and the woman in the next door over side quest or something, and then they go to eat, and then maybe they try to kill the daughter and woman, the daughter and her mother. Maybe. I'm just trying to create story dialogue for myself.
Some of you may believe the rules are unfair. That's too bad.
Quiet, you! I said no more talking!
The rules are not subject to negotiation.
Shut up!
Defy the rules, and there will be consequences.
Let's go, come on!
Examples will be made.
On your knees! Keep still!
There's the gunshot for her. They definitely killed her. I mean, unless someone actually shot the guy first and saved her. I mean, I always go by the rule, always go by the dead body. If you don't see the dead body, you can't make any assumptions. Help. Alright, squad of 3. One of them has a grenade launcher. Let's go retake Washington. Retake Washington. Step by step. Quest by quest, side quest by side quest. That's a lot of graves. They covered the entire hill with graves. That's a lot of gravestones. I suppose those gravestones actually still move around with that. How many people that probably would desecrate those graves.
For those civilians and for the country. If you fail, history will be written by tyrants. If you succeed, history will remember the few brave heroes who fought to save a dying nation. This setting lays the groundwork for a compelling story-based campaign in which your actions have a clear impact on the lives of civilians. In the Division 2, Washington, D.C. must prepare for the greatest threat it has ever encountered. To face it, you and your fellow agents will need to bring your equipment
I actually really like his hat.
Tactical abilities to the next level. Once agents reach the end of the main campaign, it's time to select a new progression path by picking a specialization. It starts with the choice of a signature weapon, powerful and unique weapons that complement the rest of your equipment. As you progress with your specializations, you will not only grow in power, but also unlock additional tools and abilities, including exclusive versions of skills. Specializations enable you to truly complete your own personal playstyle, but also to synergize with other players and take team play even further. Speaking of teamwork, I'm excited to announce that for the first time, 8 players will be able to partner up to face the ultimate endgame challenge.
Okay.
Raids are coming to the Division 2.
Nice. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. 8 players going on a raid for once. That's actually pretty big because there's not that many games that allow that many people to team up with each other to do that kind of thing. Because it usually ends in chaos. So we'll see how an 8-player raid will go. It'll probably be mostly a clan thing, I estimate. Unless you have a lot of friends, but I doubt people have that many friends on, well, gaming.
Each one will bring new story.
I'm gonna go with my opinion on saying that most of those people, like most if not all those people that are in 8-player raids are gonna be in a clan with each other on microphones, so it's gonna be super synchronized. Don't get me wrong, I mean that's great, but I mean it's still something. I don't know what it is that's putting me off, but
where's my division team?
Something about it's just really putting me off.
Stay tuned after the Ubisoft conference for an exclusive 30-minute deep dive into our playable E3 demo during our post-show. As you can see, they're getting ready right now, and they'll be playing right after the conference is done.
Yes, and none of us get to participate. Don't forget that.
Until then, remember, this is history's defining moment. hope for the future lies in you, agents of the Division. Thank you.
By the way, I was also going to mention, isn't history written by tyrants anyways? Because most leaders who rule countries are actually tyrants. That looks pretty awesome. Okay. Division 2, I mean, the cinematics look amazing. I prefer to see some gameplay. We did see some gameplay and it did look good. But I am gonna hold my actual judgment for when it gets released, because, as I said, I am desperately hoping they learned from their mistakes with the first Division game. Oh look, they're gonna bring a band in.
Hi, I'm Xavier Manzanares, lead producer. And it's an honor to be back here 1 year after we announced for the first time and released the game. It was incredible.
Ubisoft Paris.
So, as a team, I just wanted to thank all of you.
Look, they have a guitarist and a pianist.
And all the feedback we received. Thank you.
And a violinist. And a cello player. Two violin players.
So we also started a year ago to work on a brand new adventure. And with a brand new hero as well. One that we cherish and we love, Donkey Kong. So for today, we wanted to celebrate the upcoming release of the Donkey Kong adventure.
Yeah, right.
And what better with music than with Grant Kirkhope, our composer, and the band Critical Hits. So please enjoy.
Critical
Hits.
Thank you. Right. Je ne sais pas. Two cellos, or not two cellos, one cello, two violins, two pianos, drum. I will admit that live bands are actually pretty awesome. Bunny rabbit. Donkey Kong Island. And Donkey Kong. So, I'm gonna raise the question again. what's the plot of this story? What's this game about? I mean, this is all cinematic. It's a trailer for the game. We don't know anything about this game yet, except it exists. This game tells us nothing. I mean, I could speculate what this game is and what it contains, but it's just speculation. I don't know anything definitive. I basically learned nothing except Donkey Kong Island actually looks kind of interesting, but at the same time really dumb because of the bunnies. And bunnies are just kind of fluffballs that are just kind of like, yay, we're here. They're all derpy and dumb. Couldn't have left that bird alone. Really? You should have just left that poor bird alone. The bird was my friend. Is this a turn-based strategy game? This looks like, in a way, it is a turn-based strategy game, yeah. This looks like all the other... I bet it's like similar to the other bunny game. And if I'm correct, it does look very, very similar to the last bunny game that was available. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Donkey Kong Adventures. Yeah, so it's basically the same as the last bunny game, except, well, it's with Donkey Kong instead of the Mario Bros. I mean, it's a great, good game. It was entertaining to watch. I'll give it that. But I'm not gonna stick my hand in that crap that's the toilet just to reach out in and grab the game. It's not worth that much to me. Okay, so they're still playing music. Ubisoft logo.
Brian? Brian. What?
Piracy is dead. No, it's not. Look at Somalia.
It was over. The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore. We thought there was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first serve. It was dog eat dog. We became kings, queens, lords, and masters of our own new worlds. Fortunes poured down on us.
Is this Sea of Thieves?
They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends, friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain. Well, we thought we were. In a dog-eat-dog world,
Friggin' heck. I mean,
we were wolves.
give me the name of the game already.
And wolves?
Give me the name of the game already. Is it Sea of Thieves? Skull and Bones. It's similar to Sea of Thieves. Skull and Bones.
Of Skull and Bones,
Yo
there are
ho,
soulless
yo
empires.
ho, it's a pirate.
There are greedy trading companies, and of course, ruthless pirate games sailing the seas. But there are no
I've
heroes.
sailed enough seas in
Hello,
this
my name is Justin Farron,
friggin'
creative director at
ocean
Ubisoft
to
Singapore.
drown me of
And for the
my
past year, my team and I have been
depression.
anxiously awaiting this
I am
moment
literally
to invite
drowning
you,
in
our
depression.
fans, to join the hunt here at E3 2018. Piracy is dead in the Caribbean. The empires crushing all those who oppose them. So your next big score?
If I remember history
Indian
correctly,
Ocean,
no, they
home
didn't.
to
Well, they
the
tried,
richest
but they
trade routes in the
didn't
world,
succeed.
Where merchant ships carry cargo worth
I mean,
over
the
$10
Jack Daniels,
billion
no, not Jack
a year.
Daniels. Captain Morgan exists for a reason.
And you're gonna steal every last fucking coin. First, you need a target. You pick up intel on a heavily guarded frigate, fat with African diamonds meant for the Grand Mogul of India. That treasure will help you claw your way to the top, to become the pirate that no empire can take down.
Is this going to be similar to Sea of Thieves?
You must know your hunting ground.
I would hate
Our
for it to be
reactive,
that way.
An evolving world is reflected in what we call fortunes, presented to you by Taljid, the fortune teller. Now, fortunes reveal changes in factions, weather, and the trade routes themselves. Today, Taljid reveals favorable winds. That means more merchants to rob, but also more competition. And now I'm proud to share with you the essence of Skull and Bones.
Right.
A shared
the
world
winds of
where
change.
every player encounter matters.
The winds of this,
Will you
the
fight,
winds of that.
or will you ally?
Right.
This is what we call the hunting grounds. All right, pirates, let's head to the hideout and have a great E3.
Your hunt for the convoy starts here, in your hideout.
And more cinematics. Fantastic. As if we didn't get enough cinematics instead of gameplay. Yes,
hidden pirate den provides
at
everything
best,
you
we're
need for your next
getting
strike.
cinematics with tiny, tiny bits of what we can assume is gameplay inside there.
Speed, giving its battering ram a
But
devastating punch.
I'm not. This looks like it's also Assassin's Creed style things. Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Demi cannons are slow loading, but deadly at short range. Rockets are blazing fast and deal powerful damage from every angle.
Yeah.
With
See,
everything
these are
loaded,
Assassin's Creed
let's
Black
head out.
Flag kind of deal.
The winds are strong and the day is clear. That means more merchants to rob, but also more rival pirates out looking for a quick score. According to your intel, the convoy is sailing past a Portuguese fort, taking advantage of the strong winds.
There she is, with our loot!
That fort is too strong to simply sail past. Its cannons can blast you out of the water. You need to find a way to sneak by before the convoy slips away.
Wreck sighting, Captain!
Fortunately, deception is another tool in the pirates' arsenal.
Let's fool these blackguards!
Disguised as a Portuguese merchant, you try to creep past the fort.
Captain, if we engage, they will see through our guys.
Yes. I mean, it does look like a decent game, but
This
edgy as all
island
heck.
provides perfect cover for a surprise attack.
Does
Plus
not
the
look like it's
optimal
meant
course
to be
for an
multiplayer at
intercept.
all.
Rigging your sails for speed. You want to catch your victim off guard.
How much of this is based on the winds of change? I wonder. Like, seriously, how much of this is based on the winds of change? I don't know.
Piracy bags!
Swivel cannons, right. Overkill of a... Good job, you killed a fishing ship. Right. Good job, you killed a fishing ship. Good job. Yeah, sporting party. I am more interested to see the mechanics. I mean, that is a little bit of gameplay, but it's very, very limited. That's the only kind of gameplay we're gonna see of this game, probably. It's just that battle.
Warship sighted! Portuguese frigate ahoy!
Your attack has alerted a powerful
Wait, hold on,
warship.
hold on.
At the helm is a Commodore.
At the start of this, they said it was the British Empire was cracking down on piracy, and that's why piracy is becoming extinct. And here we are, going against the Portuguese?
That one's with us!
Other captains have answered your call. 4 against 1.
The only kind of excuse I can think of fighting the Portuguese instead of the British in the Caribbean is that the Portuguese are there for trading on that course that they have there, and that's the only place that piracy can thrive until they can rise in the British Empire again. Well, we all know how that works. Look at, like, that's literally how history worked out for the pirates. Not well at all. It would be more interesting if you could buy pirate ships and conquer British galleons, man-of-war ships, and upgrade those ships from the black market, from the pirate
Commodore turns his cannons on you. You break
pirate black market. That would be interesting. This is less interesting, I think.
The Royal Fortune acts as a tank, drawing the Commodore's fire. It unleashes its special
Then again, you would have more of a
ability.
Japanese-style battle at that point with the boarding mechanics of... What's the game I'm thinking of?
The Jaeger slips into position with its powerful cannon. Its special ability delivers 8 shots in a single blast, increasing the odds for a critical hit.
Total War, Shogun 2, that's it. Because that, the main mechanic of ship sailing is trying to board the enemy ship with the best ship you got, and trying to avoid getting, docked, boarded, and then destroyed, and then your ship is taken over. But I don't think that's how that works.
But the glitter of gold can turn new allies into deadly enemies. For there is no honor among thieves.
Yeah, but you all just went through war. Chances are chances are you're all weakened from that battle. So why would you go about shooting each other? I mean, if you're in a fleet with your friends, that's one thing. If you go out and shoot your enemies, or your allies that helped you sink a boat, that's not going to be promising, because that's a fleet that you can help take down even bigger ships with. Like, you're just injuring yourself at that point. That's not good.
To the digital space.
You're completely safe.
And who's this fine gentleman here? In the Blazers.
Hello everyone, my name is Elijah Wood, co-founder of SpectreVision. Though we're known for our film content, we're also avid gamers, and the opportunity to partner with Ubisoft was something we had to be a part of.
Elijah
And
Woods.
my name is Benoit Shea, game director on Transference.
Transference.
Together, we combine the storytelling techniques of film with the interactivity of video games, enabling us to create a unique, deeply immersive world with a dark and unsettling narrative.
Have you ever dreamed of
it.
entering someone else's
I don't know.
consciousness, exploring their darkest thoughts and most intimate secrets? With Transference, we're bringing a first-person exploration game into a chilling new dimension.
New dimension. If
To
it's not
escape,
40,
you
I'm gonna
must
be.
go hands-on to search for
I'm gonna be
clues,
disappointed.
solve puzzles while shifting between the perspectives of each family member, and attempt to piece together the mystery.
This fall, in VR and on traditional platforms, we welcome you to uncover the secrets hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller that will leave you with haunting memories long after you put down the controller. This is Transference.
Transference.
What's going on?
Okay.
Where's Mom?
You're gonna see her real soon, okay? Just hold still.
Don't believe his lies.
Okay, are you comfortable? I know this rig's a bit cumbersome, but that's always the way with these new prototypes, huh? And all you have to do is just be. I know things haven't been so great lately, okay? I do. I've been a lousy father, huh? Unable. Lousy husband, too.
You should go to sleep.
You've seen how rotten that's gotten, huh? But all that is gonna change. We're all gonna be together. All of our hard work, reverse the process. All of our sacrifices, that's my gift to you. To us.
Help me! Help me! Please!
The heck is that thing?
Dad? Why are you doing this?
I love you, son.
Is that his son? What? Is he turning into pixels? Digital? What? I'm confused now. What? What? I'm actually legitimately confused about that. I got no guesses on what the heck that is about.
I have waited so long for this. We will sacrifice the world of Atlas to the harvest.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there.
Go show them what Starlink can do.
The Legion is growing. There aren't enough of us. We need to find help from every planet in Atlas.
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my legion.
Grax isn't going to stop until we end this.
I will finish this.
Still get told nothing at all.
Hello everyone, I'm Laurent Melville, Creative Director on Starlink Battle for Atlas. Last year, revealed our modular starship innovation to the world and showed you how players could reconfigure it instantly to adapt to any challenge. This year, we're excited to show you the depth of the open world that we've built and put the game directly into your hands. We're going to take you on a journey 400 light years away from Earth to the Atlas star system. Discover exotic planets, meet fascinating local factions, and forge your alliance. Upgrade your pilots, starships, and gear, and unleash devastating combos to save Atlas from the relentless Forgotten Legion. The mission will not be easy. Atlas is a dangerous place, and our heroes will need all the help they can get.
Let's rock and roll, boys.
Star Fox. There you go. That's an old classic coming back from the 90s. I guess it's a little bit newer than the 90s now, since they come up with some new game sense.
Battle for Atlas.
I really don't know.
Isn't it, Laurent?
It's 3D.
It's amazing.
I hope it is. That'd be awesome if it was a 3D model.
Ever since I started working on Starlink, I wanted to
Hello,
invite Fox and his crew
A Games
into the game.
1301. How's all going
Star
with
Fox
you?
on Super Nintendo was the first 3D game I've ever played, and I'll never forget that. And so for me, this
never
moment
mind. That's not a
is a
3D
dream
model
come
on
true.
stage. That's just part of the
And
screen.
this
I've been
dream
deceived.
was only made
Gosh, dang
possible
it.
thanks to our long relationship with Nintendo.
I was hoping for a 3D
We
printed
can't
model
wait
of that
to
ship.
play
That would have
Fox
been actually
on the
pretty
Nintendo
awesome.
Switch.
But
I would
again,
like to
as
give
always,
you to give
Ubisoft
a
has
special
failed
thanks
us all.
to a dear friend with us in the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen,
You can
Mr.
tell because there's no shadow on the ground
Miyamoto.
for it. Hey, look, it's that guy again. I love him.
Hello, how are you?
Silent Hill guy, I think. Is that Silent Hill guy? I don't actually know. I'm gonna say I want to say that he's Silent Hill guy, but he's with Ubisoft now instead of what's the last
So
studio he worked
I
for?
know you were
forget.
coming today, so I came with a gift. You know, it's the first prototype of the vessel that we such so.
Ooh, that actually looks awesome.
Do you like it? Super. So thank you very much. So it is actually a vessel that has been created by the team, and they would be so happy to see you backstage. So let's go and join them. Thank you.
That is amazing. I actually do like that model. Mr. Morimoto, I think. Is that Mr. Morimoto? I don't know.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Yves. For everyone at E3, please be sure to come by the Ubisoft booth, where we'll have a full hands-on demo for you to try. For everyone else, Starlink will launch on all consoles on October 16th with Star Fox as an exclusive Nintendo Switch experience.
Starlink. The only character I care about in that entire game is Star Fox.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Check out starlinkgame.com to pre-order the game right after the conference. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a great E3.
Yeah, they're just doing recaps of the games now, and once they finish the recaps of the Ubisoft conference part, I think then that'll be it. There's one more. For Honor. There's more after that. Well, how about that? For Honor. That was actually a good game.
Streamers, cosplayers,
For Honor was actually
artists,
really good.
Tournament organizers, and all of our players.
I actually like
you are For Honor.
For Honor. Good game. Terrible story. Great combat.
Hello. I'm Roman
Very
Campos-Ayola,
simplistic
creative
story. I
director.
want to see if they
Whether
can
it be
expand on
upgraded
that.
stability with the dedicated servers, release of heroes, constant balancing and new training tools, we would not be here without your passion and commitment. You've helped us enrich the experience. Thank you.
So that was a
But
that was a speech for the investors,
words, right? In celebration of E3,
self-investors
we are inviting
speaking.
new players to join. So, if you haven't played For Honor yet,
I think
now
probably
is your chance. Starting today and until next Monday,
yes,
we are
that
giving away
for
the PC Starter Edition on Uplay.
Other people
Download it this
that
week
are
on PC,
that are interested in
and it's
investing in the
yours
company
for free. So come, join the fight with us. But that's not all.
No.
Because building on everything that we've learned,
no, that's not all.
We are now ready.
I thought you would have screwed up by now. Ubisoft Montreal Productions. Yes, more For Honor. For Honor 2. Knights, Samurais. What?
Fire is burning.
Vikings, Knights, Samurais, all the same factions.
People are watching, waiting for the fall. Tell them something is coming. There's blood in the water. Give them a warning. Let it all come crashing down. Burn the castle to the ground. Hang their lives, no disguise. It's our time. Let it all come down.
Okay, it's a cloud with a dragon in it. What's so special about it?
After the great cataclysm that brought knights, Vikings, and samurai to fight, civil war consumed China. Warriors of the Wulin factions fought each other, but failed to establish order. Amid the chaos, 4 warriors of the Wulin now march west. With a new faction, 4 new fighters, visual enhancements, and single-player content yet to be revealed, the Marching Fire update is our biggest and most ambitious addition so far. But this update would not be complete without answering a huge request from our community. A new 4v4 multiplayer mode fulfilling the classic medieval fantasy. You know what it is? The Castle Siege. So please, allow me to introduce you to this new mode.
So, same
Breach.
combat styles, same factions, just with Castle Siege. Is that all you're introducing? Definitely a knight. Vanguard. Shogun. Byzantine. Oh, that's definitely interesting. He looks Chinese. Chinese Shogun? And then the European Knights, I think? Japanese Shogun and European Knights are the only thing I can depict from that, aside from maybe Persian.
Nice.
So we have Persian, Chinese, and still European. That's all I can really depict from that. And it looked more or less the same. Like, pretty much the exact same, just a lot more detailed and a lot more
in just a few days,
graphical,
freedom will be yours.
Intuitive.
Freedom to get your hands on your dream car.
And then there's the Crew 2. The Crew 2 is actually pretty famous for its open world driving and racing. Please tell me that the Crew 2 takes place in Canada so I can race through Canada and see what Ontario looks like for once. Because I've always wanted to go to Ontario, but don't have the money for it. So if I can, the Crew 2 takes place in Canada, that'd be awesome. Somehow I doubt it.
So you'll be ready to hit the road as soon as it starts. From all of us at Ivory Tower, welcome to the Crew 2.
Rendering in engine. Rendering all the engines. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. Zoom zoom zoom. And that's a plane. But you can fly planes in this game now? And boats. Miami? This is exactly what I think a Miami looks like. That's stunt plane though. That's a stunt plane and a half. You hit his tail, or his wing. And there's a supercar. What is that doing on the highway? What? How do you even do that in a boat? Seriously, these graphics, or not graphics, these physics are just... I think Ubisoft of everyone so far has the worst physics. I mean, aside from, which was it? Enix. Square Enix. When they had Laura in a plane with the cockpit that was just sliced right off from the fuselage and had no sense of lift whatsoever, crashing into a mountain for that was a couple kilometers away. Like, it was a good couple kilometers away. And you're telling me it didn't immediately go down to the ground? Because it had no way to lift itself off the ground?
How can a child save us all?
And now you got flying boats that travel over entire roadways, grassways, walkways, between buildings. And this is a game about Sparta.
Where we begin does not define who we will become.
The city of Sparta, I guess.
Before you, I see a path.
Spartan warriors.
Built by friendship.
And then more triremes.
Love.
The wing.
And
the wife.
War and bloodshed.
And then more Greeks. Fighting Greeks. Ramming each other. Give me some gameplay so I can make a better decision. See if I actually like it or not. And the cinematic is awesome. Don't get me wrong. Cinematic is amazing, but cinematics are made to be amazing. Like they don't represent the game. They just don't represent the game. They made it look polished and made it into a movie basically. So it's a good looking cinematic, but that's not how it will look on the game at all. The game won't look like that at all. Oh, it's an Assassin's Creed game. Odyssey in Greece. Huh. Assassin's Creed in Greece. So we went from America to Egypt to... we went from...
I'm Jonathan Dumont, creative director of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
We went to the US. We went to the Caribbean.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey
we
is
went
more than
to
just an adventure.
Egypt, and now we're
is
in
a role-playing journey. You will explore on land
Greece.
And sea one of the most iconic and influential settings in human history, ancient Greece. The golden age of Athens saw the rise of democracy, modern medicine, revolutionary art, and Western philosophy.
Western philosophy. I was hoping that he would mention democracy specifically, but then again, I had to complain about him for that because that wasn't really democracy per se. It was just a very, very early thing.
In this world of contrast and opportunity, this land shaped by the gods rages a battle between order and chaos. This is where your adventure begins. You, a simple mercenary, an outcast, to take on an incredible quest to save your loved ones and become the legendary Greek hero Greece desperately needs. Our teams in Quebec and from around the world have spent the last 3 years putting all their energy, passion, and dedication into this project. We have continued to transform Assassin's Creed into an epic RPG experience. An RPG in which you will not just play an Odyssey, but your Odyssey, shaped by your actions and choices.
I just hope they can make a decent story this time for once.
The game is to choose your character.
Okay, so you can choose between male and female, where females have no rights in Greece.
Or Cassandra.
Of course, you're gonna be playing male. Otherwise, if you're playing female, I mean, you're gonna go play. I mean, of course, because it's Assassin's Creed a game, you're gonna be going through the campaign, which is fine. But I mean, realistically, if you play it as Cassandra in Assassin's Creed, you're not gonna have a fun time because women in Greece back then were not that well portrayed. They were housewives. They were not women. They never went to war.
My father's spear holds a certain burden.
They looked after the houses. They looked after the slaves while the guys were gone.
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed.
After the Persians. So probably
the
they're going to
broken
be in
spear of
Leonidas
gives you access to powerful range,
against,
combat, and stealth abilities that you can unleash
but I wonder
on your
how
enemies.
large the map is going to be if they want to include Sparta and Athens and the towns in between. And I do wonder if they did take any inspiration from the actual terrain of Greece back then and now.
And for the first time, we have deeply changed the way we tell stories in Assassin's Creed. You can now truly interact with history like never before.
Yeah, because you're not changing history.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
Now, one thing I really want to see is if we get to interact with Plato.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
He should be halfway to Mykonos by now.
Oh, really? You let that lunatic run loose? Are you sure that was wise?
I'm not sure approaching you was wise.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
Over the next few days, you can experience this for yourself here at E3 in our playable demo.
So
and for you at home, here's a full gameplay sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I'm hoping that this is not going to be a Mass Effect thing where you get to make a bunch of choices that don't really matter in the end because you get like 1 or 2 endings. Actually, that's pretty much most games. There's only a few games where it's like you get to expand your endings. Stanley's Parable, for example, is one of those games that has multiple endings. There's the Trireme. Oh, you can sail the Trireme. Ah, cool. I mean, Triremes have 0 weapons on them except for the bows that soldiers carry on their boats with them. But, I mean, they make excellent ramming boats. I still do wonder though, like what parts of Greece do you get to actually wander on? I know one of them is Sparta, just because, I mean, King Leonidas was mentioned, and all the warriors in the village at the very start. Okay, so this is actual gameplay, so I can actually start, I guess, okay. Very simple so far. Maybe not bad. I'm still going with the chances that, like Watch Dogs, it won't look as good as when it's game release. This is all polished up, all made nice and fancy just for E3. And of course, Ubisoft would definitely do that, but at the same time, it's like, why are you going to show us what we're not going to get? It's going to lead to disappointment, and you know that's going to lead to bad, like, worse reviews than what you could actually do. Be honest with your audience, seriously. So if this is not the final, like, if this does not look like the project that we're gonna get at the when this Assassin's Creed game is released, I'm gonna be disappointed. Quite a bit disappointed because this looks actually quite amazing.
There's also word of
but I've been
landing
down
on Mykonos.
before, so
I'm here to find Kira, who wants me to kill Diocles.
An Athenian ally.
Who's at war with Sparta.
And don't forget the bounty!
Business as usual, then.
Gods protect you, Cassandra.
Thanks, Varnavas. But they'll be too busy protecting Diocles from me.
That's sass, though. That is actually some quite sass. Steal a horse. Yes, there's horses all over Greece. Yes. Because obviously everyone in Greece can afford a horse. Obviously.
You're chasing your own death, mercenary!
You won't escape me!
You want my head? Come and take it!
Why are you throwing a halberd like at your opponent? And if he's a mercenary, shouldn't he be coming with a band of people, not just himself? Like, seriously. Why would you go alone? If you're a mercenary, mercenaries come in companies, not individual people, generally speaking. Otherwise, if you meet another person that may be in a group or a group of people, one person's not going to cut the job, especially if that person that you're chasing is also very well skilled in the art of combat. You're going to need someone else to help fight your opponent. So that guy is pretty stupid, and he deserved to die. And back on horses, because as I said again, obviously back in ancient Greece, everybody owned a horse. Obviously.
Varnavas was right. Spartans have made themselves right at home.
Actually, in fact, hardly anybody owned a horse, because horses are a terrible idea in Greece because of all the hills and mountains that you have to cross.
I'm looking for Kira.
What do you want with her?
Ha! The mercenary who bears the eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
It said something about paying me handsomely.
Huh. Mercenaries.
Athenians have enslaved our people for too long. Help us free Mykonos from their grasp.
Enslaved your people
and
for too long. That's
more drachmi than you can carry.
That's history.
I'm here to kill the Ocles,
That's kind of
not
the
go to
thing
war.
that happens in
why
Greece
I sent
is
word
if
of our
your
rebellion to
people
you
aren't
and
strong,
My
you
men
guys
are
kind of
ferocious
get
in the ground
enslaved
assault,
by
but we're
another
outnumbered.
group like the
And the Ocles
Athenians or
fights
the
with the fury of
Spartans
Ares.
and
Join
made to
us
do
in
slave
battle.
work.
If you're half the warrior
In fact,
Kira
some of
says
them
you
in
are,
Sparta,
we'll grind these
as strong as it
Athenians
actually
into dust.
was, most of its
All right,
labor
Spartan. I'll fight
depended
with you.
on slaves
But
that they
the
brought
Ocles
from
is
war.
mine.
To battle then.
So, are you playing as a Spartan woman? Don't kill anyone with a red shield or red hat. Those are maces. Anyone with a shield could block those. Twinkles. I'm gonna name them Twinkles. Twinkles? Yes, I'm just gonna name him Twinkles because that's just a lot easier than just trying to pronounce his name every single time. And now he's dead. Their champion is dead, just like David and Goliath. I'm just saying this now, but that would have been a lot more impressive if that was actually a man that was actually did that. Not that I'm being sexist, but that's just historic more often. If you're playing him like as a man, that's more understandable. Because that's just the way that Greece was back then. Women didn't really have much power, so for a woman to be like a warrior like that, I just don't buy that story. Oh great, look what's back! They're gonna be singing again. Oh, so that's a wrap up then, eh? Yeah, they're wrapping up their game. The game's
Hi everyone,
games
and thank you for joining us. And thanks to everyone watching from home. To our teams, it's an honor to work with some of the best in the world. Congratulations on a great show.
All the game creators, all the developers, all the people that made themselves look like douchebags, yes.
I am an optimistic guy, and I am particularly excited about the future of technology and the positive role games will play in shaping our society. To create these games, we need to work even more openly with you, the gamers. Because we know when we do that together,
games that you guys were
everything gets better. So have a great history. Thank you very much.